Hey cleaning mystery fans! Today's video takes a spooky twist. Get ready for a chilling short story that's bound to send shivers down your spine. Grab your popcorn and let's dive in.
Mrs. Collier was my neighbor for years, a sweet older woman who always seemed to need help with one thing or another. When she asked me to help clean out her basement, I agreed without much hesitation. "It's been years since I've been down there," she said as she handed me the key. "So much junk has piled up, I can't even walk through it. Be careful, it's a bit of a mess." Her house was old, with creaky floors and a faint smell of mothballs that seemed to cling to every room. The basement door was at the back of the kitchen, small and unassuming, as though it didn't want to be noticed. The key turned with a reluctant click, and I swung the door open. A waft of cool, stale air greeted me, carrying the scent of damp earth. The basement stairs were steep, the kind that groaned under your weight. At the bottom, a single bulb hung from the ceiling, casting weak, uneven light over the cluttered area. The room was a maze of cardboard boxes, old furniture, and random knickknacks piled haphazardly. I got to work, dragging boxes to the center of the room and sorting through their contents. I had just unearthed a stack of yellowed newspapers when I heard something, a faint thud. I froze, the sound echoing faintly in the still air. It had come from the far corner of the basement, where the shadows were darkest. "Hello?" I called out, my voice small. Nothing. I shook my head, chalking it up to the house settling, but as I reached for another box, the sound came again. This time it was louder. It wasn't just a thud, it was deliberate, like something heavy being dropped. I turned towards the corner, my flashlight trembling in my hand. The beam sliced through the darkness, revealing nothing, just more boxes and small, dirt-covered window near the ceiling. The window, that's when I heard the tapping. It started softly, like a faint tap, 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 barely audible over the pounding of my heart. Then it grew louder, more insistent, like someone drumming their fingers on the glass. I crept closer, my footsteps hesitant. The tapping stopped as I approached, and for a moment there was only silence. Then, out of nowhere, a sharp, deliberate bang shook the window. I stumbled back, dropping the flashlight. Its beam flickered and spun, casting erratic shadows that made the cluttered room feel alive. I scrambled to pick it up. I shone the light on the window again. It was still, but in the dust on the glass, I could see faint marks, smudges like someone had pressed their hand against it. My chest tightened as I bolted for the stairs, my breaths coming in shallow gasps. At the top, I slammed the door shut and locked it, my hands trembling. Mrs. Collier was in the living room, knitting quietly. She looked up as I entered, her brow furrowing. "You're pale as a ghost," she said. "Is everything all right?" "There's something in your basement," I stammered. Her expression didn't change. "Oh, don't worry about that, dear. It's just the wind. This old house makes all sorts of noises." I wanted to argue, to tell her about the tapping, the marks on the window, but something in her tone stopped me. I did not go back there. Months later, I saw a moving truck outside her house. She was relocating to live with her daughter. As I walked by, I glanced towards the basement window. The smudges were still there.
Thank you for joining us on this eerie adventure, the cleaning mystery fans. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more intriguing twists and turns. And if you have any story you want to share, please feel free to email us or leave it in the comments down below. We'd be more than happy to share it with everyone else. Until next time, and keep it clean and very mysterious.